So, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are great at it. So, today we are going to see about the new demo section on the data science. So most of the peoples, most of the things, and most of the peoples are changing their career towards the data science, right? So data science is that much of booming technology. That's so much of things. So what exactly this data science? What are the skills required for to become a data science? What are the things present in a data science? We will go on through the things, and I will explain each and every example. Some of the examples where we use the data science in the real time, how the social media is working on the data science. So everything we will go and discuss about this entire demo section. Okay. So I hope you are all good at this demo section. I'm audible for each and everyone. I am the great to hear you. And one more thing is, so if you are want to join the new course, or if you want to take any course in the data science or a data analyst, just go for the comment link, just in the description I mentioned the company phone number also. Welcome, like completely you can ask the questions, and you can solve any types of doubts also. So we are offering a best content for you, so watch the content and see the module what we are providing, and you can join the things. Okay, I hope you are the great about this. Sounds good, right? So now let me discuss about the what is data science. Like, what is data science? So data science is simply known as the dealing with the data, and we need to extract the meaningful information from the data, which is helpful for the business development. Which is helpful for the business development. The main theme is this. The main theme is only the difference. As a data science completely deals with the data, which is extract the information from the data, and which is helps to grow their organization. Organization simply known as the different types of organizations, whatever we have. So we have a marketing or e-commerce or manufacturing department, any number of organizations we have. So every organization have a data. Every organization required for the growth, and they require to analyze the data. So here, simply I mentioned as a data science is a DS. So data science simply is a small thing. Data science. So data science is divided into two types. Like it is divided into data analyst is one type of position, and data scientist is another type of position. Let me discuss about the what exactly data analyst do. Okay, so I categorize into two types, right? So data science is categorized two types, like data analyst and the data scientist. So what exactly the data analyst work on it? What exactly the data analyst work on it? Okay, let me discuss about the data analyst. So the main role of data analyst is the main role of data analyst is he need to analyze the data. He need to analyze the data. This is the first main role, and the second one, he need to clean the data, clean the data. You need to clean the data. He need to visualize the data. You need to visualize the data. So this is the main role, main three roles of a data analyst required. So data analyst, if you want to become a data analyst, first you need to know about the data analysis, data cleaning, data visualization. These are the main steps you need to know about. So what exactly means? It's a simply as a data analyst unstructured format to structure format. You will make it unstructured format to structure format. Simply like example. So if you do some surveys, if you have done some surveys, so you will gather the information, right? Some of the information. So whether the information is correct are they in the structure format in the whatever the present in the environment? No, right? So as a data analyst, as a data analyst, you need to analyze the data. You need to analyze the data, and you need to give the correct input, and you need to clean the data. You need to visualize the data and removing the unstructured format to structured format. Unstructured format to structured format. So these are the main three roles as a data analyst works. Okay, if you want to work this on this role, what are the type of skills I need to know? Which type of skills I need to learn, right? You have a lot of doubts. Let me discuss about the skills. Let me discuss about the skills. So what are the skills required for the data analyst? Okay, what are the skills required for the data analyst? As the first one, we start with one programming language, that is Python. So compared to remaining programming language, so Python is very easy to understand, easy to connect with the database. There is a huge amount of advantages we have using of Python. That's why we prefer for the Python. So if you want to be, in data science, we have include Python with R language also. Both are preferred for the data science purpose, but we will discuss about the Python and the basics of all. The basics of all. Both the programming language is different. That's our link only. So same, but most priority is going for the Python. So here from we will discuss about the basic concepts too, basics to advanced level, basics to advanced level. So advanced level means we look up, sorry, advanced level OOPS concepts. More than OOPS concept, we will also discuss with the packages also. Packages, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Matplotlib, Seaborn. So these are the fundamental packages we will discuss over in the Python. So this is the completing of Python. So here the NumPy is used for dealing with n-dimensional arrays. So we have a 2D, 3D, 4D, 10D dimensional array. It will help to deal with the n-dimensional array. And whereas a Pandas is used for the data analysis purpose, it is also used for data loading, analysis, manipulating purpose. Whereas both MATLAB and Seaborn is used for data visualization purpose by using Python code. Data visualization purpose by using Python code, right? By using Python code, we can visualize the data. We can visualize the data using these two packages, MATLAB and Seaborn. So MATLAB is the base level of package, whereas the Seaborn is the advanced level of package. Okay, as MATLAB is the base level and Seaborn is the advanced level of package. So after completing of Python, we will go directly jump into the stats and probability. Directly jumps into the stats and probability. Okay, so what is the purpose of using stats and probability means? So simply, if you want to analyze the statistical approaches, if you have any statistical approaches, we prefer to use the stats. So for example, can you please tell me what is the mean of this data? Anyone? Can you please tell me? So we know that the mean equals to 3, right? The mean, the formula is sum of observation by total number of observations. Sum of observation 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. It's around 15. 15 divided by 5. It's around 3. Sum of mean is. So if I give 1,000, like this manually you can calculate 10,000, is it possible to calculate manually? So no, right? So we can't able to calculate it. So that's why we have a stats analysis. We can easily find the mean, we can easily find the median, we can easily find the mode, variance, standard deviation. So there is n number of things is presented. Okay, this stats is divided into two types. One is descriptive statistics, another one is inferential statistics. Okay, so these are used for the summarization purpose. Descriptive statistics is summarizing purpose, a data summarizing purpose, whereas inferential statistics is used for the decision makers. Decision makers. It is used for the decision makers. Okay, simply it is used for the decision makers. Okay, in the stats. So what is the purpose of using the probability? Simple. Let me give you a small example. You can clearly get about. So everyone, we are using this weather app, right? Weather app in your phone, right? So we will get tomorrow, day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow, the probability of rain 28%, 78%, or 93%. These are the designed by the probabilities. So simply probability is known as how likely an event occurs. Here also, how likely and rain occurs at the same time. So there is a time to time level of precisions or the predictions also presented in a weather app, right? You can check out this weather app, so you can clearly understand whether the probabilities are fine. So not only for the this much of probability is also used for the like a distribution purpose, like normal distribution, standard deviation. So it's also used for how exactly data is distributed, how exactly data is distributed. We also find using of probability. Stats and so once after completing of stats and probability, we directly jump into the MySQL. So simply MySQL is a database where we can store the data and retrieve the data and perform some operations on the data. So by using this SQL is a structured query language. Simply SQL is a structured query language. So by using this structured query language, we are working on the database. That's why it is known as a MySQL. It's simply known as a MySQL. The main motto, as a data scientist or data analyst, the main motto of SQL is we need to retrieve the data. That's it. We need to retrieve the data by using the Python. By using Python, this is the main concept. We need to retrieve the data by using the Python. So, but as a fresher, we don't know how exactly SQL works, right? We don't know how exactly is going on the things. That's why we prefer to learn each and every topics in the SQL. So, how to create database, how to create tables, how to create blah blah blah, so on so on so things. We will discuss about the things. At the end of the day, we will retrieve the main concept. We need to retrieve the database, SQL database using Python. So once the SQL database is complete, we will discuss about the Excel. So Excel is the most important thing. So we will cover from the basics to advanced level of Excel. We will cover like basics to advanced level. So whatever the things present in basics to advanced level, we will cover each and everything. That's the thing of advanced level. In advanced level, we have your pivot tables, VLOOKUPs, XLOOKUPs. We will discuss about the pivot tables, VLOOKUPs, XLOOKUPs also. So after completing of this, we directly jump into the Power BI. So simply known as a Power BI is a Power BI is simply known as a data visualization tool which does not require any code. Which does not require any code, no coding tool. Simply we can call it as a no coding tool. So that's why Power BI is the most preferred. And within the Power BI, we have one more tool also for data visualization, that is Tableau. That is Tableau. By using these two tools like Tableau and Power BI, we can easily visualize the data. We can easily visualize the data. So there is some differences between Tableau and Power BI. So comparison to think Power BI is a trending one and it's an open source and free of cost. The user interface of the Power BI is very cool compared to the Tableau. So whereas a Tableau has also open source, that is a Tableau public. We said as a like a Tableau public. It's a public. So whatever the projects we have done, we don't have any privacies to hide them. That's why we don't prefer for Tableau public. And we have a here professional. So Tableau professional is a paid version. We need to pay around $14 to $15 for this. That's a free trial also we have. So just try out this Tableau. So my preference is go for the Power BI. It is easy and you can easily understand. So this is the 5 technical concepts and technical skills as a fresher or experienced if you are changing your career towards the data science. So these 5 technical skills is enough for the to become a data analyst. Okay, to become a data analyst. But the main thing is next we are going to discuss about the data science. What exactly data science do? Okay, let me discuss about a data scientist. So as a data scientist, he is the main role. So you need to make a predictions. You need to make a predictions, right? Whatever the things present in it, you need to make a predictions. So how you can predict is by using some technologies like machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning is a base level, like a fundamental foundation, like fundamental things like we can also say that. But that small drawback we have in the machine learning is does not is only works. It only works on numerics. It only works on numeric. We can't able to pass the images, videos. We can't able to pass. That's why there is the disadvantage of the thing. That's why we prefer to use the deep learning. Deep learning, deep neural network. It can work on the images, videos, audios, whatever the things presented. It can work completely work on it. So in machine learning, let me discuss about the machine learning first. In some machine learning, we have 2 types. One is supervised learning. Another one is unsupervised learning. So this is a types of machine learning we have, and one more type we have is a reinforcement learning. So it's completely work for the AI related like robot training process, but we will discuss about the supervised and supervised learning algorithm. First discuss about the supervised. What is a supervised? Supervised learning algorithm simply known as to find the relationship between the dependent and independent variable for the prediction purpose. So for example, algorithms like linear regression or logistic regression or decision tree or random forest. We have a number of algorithms like 4 to 5, 6 to 11, and 6 to 7 I think so. 6 to 7 algorithm we have. We perform nothing. Whereas unsupervised learning is simply known as a cluster. It is simply known as a clustering or group. It will form the group. It will form the group. For example, let me give an example. You will clearly understand. So I have a container. I have a container. It's a black balls and the red balls and yellow balls. We have a black ball. I though yellow balls is visible, right? Yeah, black balls, red balls, and let me try like a blue balls. So I have so if you apply the unsupervised learning algorithm, it will make a groups. So black balls as a one group, and red balls as a one group, and blue balls as a one group. It will make a groups. It will make it groups. That is known as a clusters. That is known as a cluster. It will make a groups. That is known as a clusters. Okay, cluster. If any new data point is came over here, if any new data point, for example, a black ball is came here, it will directly jump into this. Will directly jump into this black ball group. So group one, group two, group three. It directly jumps into the group one. Okay, clear? It is a directly jump. That is the main purpose of using this unsupervised learning algorithm. and where we have a supervised learning algorithms also. Then let me give for example. So it need to find the relationship. So for example, I'm going to bank and taking a loan, house loan. So house loan. As a bank manager, he will check my background related things like education or whatever background things. So education and current job, salary, and recent EMIs like previous EMIs, or there is a number of parameters, right? So based on these parameters only, we can easily get a loan or not, yes or no. So whether reject or accept based on these parameters, right? So that's why these parameters is known as a independent variables. These parameters is known as a independent variables. Whereas a yes or no, these two things like these are depend upon this, right? That's why we call it as a dependent variables. That's why we call as a dependent variables. So independent variables as well as a dependent variables. So this is the example of supervised learning algorithms. So where we have a answer, like the main disadvantage and the drawback is this machine learning algorithm only works on only works on numeric data, right? Only works on numeric data. Only works on numeric data. That's why we prefer to use the deep learning where it is advanced level, deep neural networks, where it is advanced level. So deep neural networks, we work on the deep learning. Okay, so here let me discuss about the deep learning also. So deep learning algorithm have it can work on the images, it work on the images or videos or audios, whatever the things presented, we can easily work on the videos, audios. So it can work for the videos, audios, whatever the things presented. So after the machine learning and deep learning, we classified into two streams. We are classified into two streams. One is text stream, another one is video stream. One is text stream, another one is video stream. So what is this text stream and this video stream? So let me explain about the text stream. Text stream that's completely works for the things I get. So most of the things are the work on the natural language processing. So most of the text stream work for the natural language processing. Okay, most of the text stream works for the natural language processing. So if this natural language processing, like it's completely voice recognition, or it's completely translate the text related things, whatever the things presented, it simply translate one type of text to the another type of text. Okay, simply translation. So hey Alexa, it's a one type of text translation. We are translating the things, and now recently we are seeing this chart GPT and whatever the things presented. This also comes on the text classifications only. So we are classifying the text. We are translating the text. So this comes through the natural language processing. Natural NLP, simple form natural language processing. Whereas a video stream completely works on the object detection. Whereas a video stream completely works on the object detection, it is simply known as a computer vision. It's simply known as a computer vision. We are working on the objects. We are working on the object. That's why we prefer to use this. So we can choose any stream. Like if you want to go for the NLP, you can choose the NLP. Or if you want to go for the computer vision, you can choose the computer vision. This is the things about the skills required for the data analyst, scientist. And these are the skills required for the data analyst. Right? So up now we discuss regarding to the what exactly the data science and what are the things present in the data science, what are the skills required for the data science. So. I hope you are all understand this. So things right. So in the text side, if you are working for the text side, mainly focus on the natural language processing. If you are working on the video side, object detection like CCTVs or traffic cams. So like regarding to the object related things, you can work for the computer vision. So that's the thing. So next we are going to see about what is exactly the real life of data science life cycle. What is exactly the meaning of data science life cycle? So let me discuss about the flow of data science life cycle. So the first most important one is business. The first one most important is business or industry. We can say like a industry, or we can say as a domain. Industry, or we can also say like a domain. So this is a main important. These are the main important because we have a n number of industries. We have a n number of domains in the world, in the present market. So let me give an examples also. What is this domain? So we have a e-commerce websites. This is a one type of domain. We have a manufacturing regarding it's a one type of domain, and marketing related it's a one type of domain, and transportation is a one type of domain, and healthcare is a one type of domain. So there is a n number of domains we have. First, you need to know the idea about what are the domains we have and which domain are you working based on your company. That's mandatory. So what is the use of knowing this domain means? Next step in the data science life cycle, we need to collect the data. We need to collect the data. Data collection is the next step. So in this data collection, we need to collect the data. For example, if I'm working for like may take an example. I am working for manufacturing company. If I collect the data, like I don't have any knowledge on my like manufacturing company, I will take the healthcare company data set. It will be work. It will be work. No, right? So we can't able to work for this, right? We can't able to work for this. That's why data. That's why business is more important. We need to know about the business. We need to know about the business. Business is a mandatory thing. Okay, business is a mandatory thing. Based on the business, based on the domain, based on the industry only, we can easily collect the data. So this is a data collection step. So after completing of data collection step, we directly jumped into data pre-processing. Data pre-processing. What is the meaning of data pre-processing? Means simply when you are collecting the data, we are not getting the perfect. We don't have any perfect data, right? We didn't like it's not a clean purpose. It's a raw data. So in the data clean, we get a raw data. Like so, the raw data must be contained like missing values or unknown values or unnecessary data. So we don't know like exactly it presents. We don't know like so. That's why data pre-processing is a main step where we can clean the data, where we can analyze the data, where we can completely cleaning purpose. And the main step here, one we have a unstructured format when you are cleaning, and we need to convert it into the structured format, and we need to convert it into the structured format. This is the main concept. This is the main concept of data pre-processing step. Okay, this is the main process. So as a data pre-processing step, we need to clean the data, analyze the data, and we need to convert this as a perfect manner. So after completely converting the structure manner, we have next step is EDA, exploratory data analysis. Okay, the next step is exploratory data analysis. So in this step, in this exploratory data analysis step, so you need to exploratory data analysis step. You need to explore the data. You need to form the some. You need to form some visualization. You need to draw some visualizations, data visualization. So for the data visualization, we already discussed about what we need to use. We can use with Python, or we can go for the Power BI Tableau. We can go for Power BI or Tableau. You can go for Power BI or Tableau. So in Python, we have a data visualization package modules like a Matplotlib or Seaborn. These are the modules we use it for the data cleaning. So because why we use this data explore like EDA process means, so as a client they can't able to understand the statistical data, right? As a client they don't know how exactly the numbers and the number system is working. So they need to know about the data. That's why we before to the data visualization. If you draw some graphs like bar chart, for example, let me take an example. So I have a number of students is to 20, or I have a B number of students is equals to 15. So this is a C number of students equals to 10. This is the data I have. So if I draw this thing, so let me try bar chart C, ABC. So I'm talking with 10, 15, 20. Okay, sorry, let me take from 0, 0, 10, 20. So this is the data. If you draw this, this is a we have around 20 members. So it will look like this. It's a bar, and B we have a 15 members. It look like this, and C we have a 10 members. So let's see. So as a graphical data only, I represented into the graphs. As a statistical data only, I represented into the graphs, right? So that's why we mostly use this EDA part for the developing like a visualization purpose. That's a main important for the client requirement. If the client is accepted each and everything, like whether the client is good or not, like we don't know. Like, so that data which is we have, that if the client is accepted, we directly go to the next step is model building. Next step is model building. So in this thing, we need to build a model. We need to build a model like a prediction purpose. We need to build a model. So by using machine learning or deep learning or natural language processing, if you work for the text analysis, like text related data, you can go for the natural language. Or if you work for the video related things, you can work for the computer vision. So these are the fundamental, like these are the four pillars of the data science. We can simply like the machine learning, deep learning, natural language. So after developing a model, we need to know whether the model is good or bad. Whether the model is good or bad, we need to identify. That's why the next step is we need to know about model evaluation. Model evaluation. So in this model evaluation, we need to identify whether the model prediction is good or bad, whether the model perform on this data is good or bad. So by some considering some parameters like F1 score, recall, precision matrix, confusion map, classifier, there is a lot of things presented. So by using these parameters, we can identify whether the model is predicted good or not. So after completing of this entire model prediction is good. So finally we need to create a user interface. That's why we need to deploy. That's why we need to deploy the model. So by using AWS or Azure or GCP, we can easily deploy. So up to model evaluation is completely for data science. So by using this AWS, Azure, and GCP, you can deploy the models. And again, we have some more small things also. You see here, we can also use this stemline. Stemline is a one type of thing where we use for the deployment purpose, or if you know the Python with the backend frameworks, so to create a user interface like Flask at Django. So that's other good to develop the models. So Django. So these are the things presented in the data science lifecycle. Okay. So most of the companies assign the different operations for each and everything. Assign the different operations for each and everything. So don't be but the real time data science lifecycle is a process of like this only. So if you know the each and everything, that's a good to know about the things. So you will become a full stack data scientist. Full stack data scientist. As if you want to become a full stack data scientist, if you want to become a full stack data scientist, if you need to become a full stack data scientist, you need to know about the front end back end with the cloud deployment. You need to know about front end back end data science with the cloud deployment. That's a main important. Okay, that's a main important. As a full stack data scientist, is completely work for the front end, back end, as well as the database, as well as the data related data analysis, data science, and with the cloud also. With the cloud also. That's a mandatory thing if you want to become a full stack data science. Okay, next we will discuss about what is a career. What is a career in data science? What is a career in the data science? So data science simply is a booming career. Data science is a simply is a booming career where complete AI. The first point I mentioned like data science work as a backbone of AI. So the complete AI is depend upon the data science because without data, no application work. Without data, nothing can happen. Without data, nothing can work. That's why data science is a booming career. So if you get say like if you go for the salaries about the data science or data analyst. So average package of data analyst will be 3.5 to 6. If your performance is good, more than 6 will also you will get the performance on the project. What you have done, it will be more than. Okay, if you're data scientist as a entry level, you can't able to get the data scientist as a direct role. So first you need to work on the data analyst. After that only you can jump to the data science. Okay, so the average salary package of a data science average salary of the data scientist is around 4 to 6. So if more than 6 will be happen means based on your projects, whatever the knowledge you want in the interview performance is also good, and based on that the career will be changed. So as an experienced person, if anyone want to change their career, he will can expect about 40 to 70% of hike. 40 to 70% of hike. You can expect like 40 to 70% of hike. So it's also completed. The salary is mainly one thing to remember to you. So you need to remember that one thing. So salaries also depend upon the companies. Salaries also depend upon the companies, what they are providing you, what they are giving you. So that's the thing. So based on the project is also depend. Various other things also depend. That's the main variable, the other standards. But this is the average. So you can also go and check with the number of things, and you can also choose the thing. You can check with the Glassdoor. Glassdoor is a place. Okay, Glassdoor is a place where you can find the average salaries of data science based on the locations, everything. And you can also find the Naukri. You can so go for the Naukri. You will find the which are the departments, which are the background candidates easily learn from these things. Okay, so I hope I clear the each and every things in the data science. So if you have any doubts in these questions, if you have anything, so please make a comment. Definitely, I will help you to solve this, or we will plan the one more video on the doubts also. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye.